Hi guys! I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about my first trimester, as you would have seen in the title. It was a period in my life like no other. I'm in the second trimester now and it's day and night. It is so different, so I thought it would be interesting to compare. Today I'm going to talk about the first trimester, and then in a separate video later on I will talk to you about the second one. So I already talked about it in my previous videos, in my pregnancy announcement. If you saw it, you know that it was an unplanned pregnancy and that I wasn't necessarily happy at first, but it wasn't long before we decided to keep it and we're really happy with our decision. And I also talked about a lot of things that you were interested in my Q&A, so you can click on the I in the top right corner or in the description box below so you can watch them later. I'm just quickly gonna touch my symptoms. I've talked about them before, but since they are relevant to the first trimester, I'm gonna mention them again. I would say the main thing during my first trimester that was very annoying was sore boobs. They grew quite a bit and they were painful, they were sore, they were itchy, my nipples were extremely sensitive. That was something that I wasn't happy with, I would say, because it was very inconvenient. That's mostly gone now, so I'm very thankful for that. Other than that, my body didn't really change in the first trimester. It looked like I was bloated. I didn't start to show. I lost weight instead of gaining it, about 3 pounds. It's normal for many women. It's actually surprising because I was eating enough despite the nausea, but I don't know, my body decided to lose weight. Starting at week 6, I started having food aversions. Things that I really liked made me queasy. Food in general made me queasy. Nothing sounded tasty. I was just eating to nourish my body. I was nauseous from the 7th week on. I turned a new week on the Saturday and we spent that weekend in Amsterdam with friends. We had planned that trip a couple months ago. We were going to Amsterdam to celebrate my friend's 30th birthday, so us and a couple, they're also from Quebec, they live in Berlin. We were excited to go party. Yeah, Amsterdam was kind of a strange place to be while pregnant. Of course, I didn't drink any alcohol, I didn't consume any illicit, well, it's not illicit over there, but yeah, I didn't take anything, of course. We went to a lot of pubs. I would drink an alcohol-free cider or sparkling water with lemon juice, while my friends tried all the beer. I mean, I'm not a big drinker anyway, so it wasn't too difficult. We also walked a lot. That was a bit more difficult. Usually what would happen is I would spend the day with them. We would go out for dinner and then afterwards I would go back to the hostel. They would go to a bar, have some fun and come back whenever. I was actually totally fine with that. I'm quite independent, so I didn't mind going back to the hostel and Netflixing. The last day in the morning I noticed that I was feeling very queasy. We went to have breakfast and it was a struggle. I was looking at my food and nothing looked good, and then we had a train ride in the evening, 6 hours back to Berlin. That was hell. I was so nauseous the whole time. From that point on, I just started having constant nausea, but I'm very lucky I didn't puke once. I had these very weird things, especially at the end of the first trimester, where I would just go like but nothing would come out. It was really strange. It was just like a wave of nausea. I hope it's not TMI, but I mean, a pregnancy video is always TMI, so if you're not comfortable with those things, you should not watch those. Even though it was quite difficult, I mean, I didn't have a great time in the first trimester. I was tired all the time. I was taking naps almost every day, waking up to pee several times at night. I still think that I had a very nice first trimester. I wasn't too sick. Martin was taking really good care of me, so I actually feel quite lucky. Like, I don't have any bad memories or feelings about the first trimester. It's over. I kind of almost forgot about it, which is actually one of the reasons why I think it's so nice to film videos, is that it's a reminder of what I went through as well, because things happen so fast, time flies. It's nice to be able to look back on those. Quickly back to the nausea. I do have a few tips if you are suffering with morning sickness, which is actually away all the sickness. A few things that helped were to eat or drink first thing in the morning, ideally something fresh and then something more substantial. The first few weeks I ate an orange every morning. It was winter, so it worked perfectly. I even sometimes woke up at night and ate oranges because I was feeling nauseous. And also a glass of juice diluted with some water, because I actually never drink juice, so for me it's like too sweet, so I would just like carry a glass around, and that would help a lot with my nausea. Also, my sister recommended popsicles and Mr. Freeze. Those helped so much. Whenever I felt like this very strong nausea coming, I would eat like one or two. That really helped a lot with nausea. And yeah, the classic, eat several small meals and snacks instead of having like 3 big meals during the day. And also very important for me was to eat right before going to bed. Something light, but if I didn't, I would wake up in the middle of the night to go pee and then go back to bed and be like, I have to eat. I have to get up again, find something to eat. That was very annoying. So those tricks worked really well for me. I wasn't very active in the first trimester since I wasn't feeling so great. I went out on walks with Martin and Croquette, so that was mostly it. But I mean, it's the first trimester, you're not feeling great, it's fine. I picked it up again in the second trimester, way more active now. We did go to the midwife appointments by bike. It's 8 minutes to get there. That was one of my main activities, and I highly recommend going with a midwife if you can. It's paid for by the insurance here, and I'm so happy we did because she's great. She's probably our age. She really takes the time to ask us questions, like how we're doing, to explain why I'm feeling certain things, explain how my body's working, what's happening in my uterus. She also takes the time to include Martin, which for me is absolutely amazing. She knows how unreal it can feel to have your partner be pregnant. She showed him how to find the uterus, how to find the baby. Like, you can feel it if you know where to look. She also like gave him the Doppler so he could find the heartbeat. I'm very grateful for that she's really taking us as a team. We are parents. It's not just, okay, you're pregnant, you're there, whatever. It's like you're a team, and I mean, it's not bringing us closer together. I don't think that's possible, but it's nice the way that she goes about it. Oh, and yeah, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that the last month of my first trimester we were confined. That was really hard. All my first trimester I was feeling very positive all the time. I was very happy, and then COVID happened and I started being very scared and anxious and looking at the numbers every day, being abroad, like, okay, what happens? We cannot go back to Quebec to see our family if anything happens. What happens if I catch it, if Martin gets it? It was really difficult for me. I got a lot of anxiety out of it. It lasted maybe 2 weeks. So that was harder because I wasn't as happy as usual. I was a bit more impatient. That was kind of a rough patch, but I mean, it's back. Not the situation is back to normal, but I was quickly back to normal. Yeah, it's just something that I didn't expect. I mean, I did not expect to get pregnant, and now I had to be pregnant in a pandemic, not knowing what would happen if I had to go to the hospital because of the pregnancy. I couldn't see my friends. That was also hard. Like, I don't want to be stuck at home for 9 months and have no one to share my pregnancy with except Martin. So that was a bit hard, but as I said, it didn't last too long. I think that's it for now. I mean, there's not that much to say. I don't have like products. Like, I see a lot of must-haves. I don't know, you're pregnant, you don't really need anything, in my opinion. I didn't buy anything special. My body didn't change, so I didn't really need new clothes, and I was home all the time, so I was pretty much wearing leggings and sweatpants anyway. I have 2 apps that I like, but they're different depending on the continent. I got like European ones, but it's really nice because you can see the development of the baby and what's happening this week, and in the first trimester a lot is happening, so that's really sweet. And I also watched 1,000 YouTube videos. That's why also I'm feeling like filming those videos, because I think they're so much fun. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you're pregnant, if there's anything that you could relate to. If you have any question, let me know as well. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye!